How happy are you with the results so far? It's been a couple months with maintenance and PPC. So how do you feel about all of that?
I am like overall ecstatic. I'm so happy with how everything's gone, honestly, really. It used to feel like marketing was like a big budgeted item for me, and I wasn't really sure kind of like how we were going to manage it for our returns. But now I feel like a few months in, and I would say instead of 18 for the year, we get like 18 new patient inquiries a month. So it's kind of wild that what we got in 1 year, we're getting every month, and it's only been a few months' time.
What was your experience with your last digital marketing company?
So my experience with my last digital marketing company was my first marketing company. I'd never worked with a marketing firm before. And so I didn't really know what to expect. So I would say that I looked up some statistics from last year, and we had very little new patients reaching out. We had little interactions, very little leads. And I feel like we pumped a lot of content and time into it. And so I would say that that was my baseline. I thought that was how a marketing team was going to perform. And over the course of 12 months, we only had 18 new patients and 18 new inquiries. So about only, like 1.2 a month. And so I thought that was normal for how much I was spending towards it. So I would say that my experience with my first marketing company was, now knowing what I know, very underwhelming and very underperforming. But at the time, I had no idea. So they really, they took the funds directly. I paid them. And I wasn't sure about where the money and the distribution of the funds was going. So I didn't know how much was going towards site maintenance, how much was going towards specific ads, what kinds of ads they were running. I didn't know, or if it was all just for upkeep. I really didn't know where the funds went at all. The communication was very lacking. Changes to my website would take about 1 month to 2 months turnover time.
Wow.
And simple requests, changing of the address, changing of the office hours. So we weren't asking for these large changes. Again, little to no communication, very poor. The scariest part as a practice owner is not knowing where your money's going. So when you give them a large amount of money in the beginning of the month and you don't know what percentage went to ads, where the ads are being shown, no transparency, not being able to see anything on the back end, you're just giving someone blind trust. And then, seeing a low return on investment there with like 1 or maybe 2 new patients a month, it really makes you question, are we doing a good job? Is this really worth it? Stuff like that. There was, I would say, less respect for my decisions, for my practice, my growth than I would have hoped.
Moving on to another question. So what was your experience with our consultation and onboarding process?
Sure. So with the PGC onboarding and consultation process, honestly, everything was really, really professional, easy, very clear, great communication. You know exactly where everything is going, you know how you're performing, you know kind of where they believe you can have improvements, where you should allocate different funds to, and they really listen to your goals. So onboarding was very easy. Everyone there was so patient to explain to me what kind of ads exist. And then it's nice because you can see on your own screen, you can log in whenever you want. They're totally transparent about what they're doing, which is great because you don't want to feel out of control as an owner. You want to feel like you're a collaborator. And so, I feel great about the ads. And then as far as the communication goes, I'm so happy with it. I mean, if anything, I'm the one who can't respond to the emails fast enough. So it's the opposite. I don't have to send any reminders. I don't have to send any follow-ups. If anything, they're following up with me. But no, it's great. The communication's wonderful. Everyone will answer your question quickly. So with PGC, I have to tell you, I send them something, They overestimate how long it'll take them to do it. They're like, maybe in a week, and it's done like the next day. I don't even have the time to really sit down and think about my goals, but I like how they're thinking about where it should be going before I'm thinking about where it should be going. So it doesn't feel like a wasted effort.
Is there anything else you would like to share with me?
I think I'd say that I have to tell you that I used to feel pretty insecure or worried about where my business was going. As a new business, you really need new patients. That's really how you're going to grow. And for a whole year, I was worried about how we weren't marketing correctly or how people were going to hear about us. And it's not really about what you're giving in the office. It's kind of how do you even get people here to experience it? So this past few months, it's only been a few months, I can tell you that personally, my confidence has actually increased. I feel like confident in my business because people are able to find it and see it. And I feel like I'm excited now. And I haven't been in a long time for the future. And honestly, like the office is growing so much that I need to figure out how to handle the growth. So it's exciting. So I really love them. I'd recommend them. You're up a little bit because I'm like, you don't understand. I was so stressed out last year about not getting any new patients. And like, yeah, you've really calmed my nerves about the future. So that's I can't even, give that back.
Oh.